Hi, I'm Kara. Thanks for joining me here on Power to the Flower, my Zone 9 gardening channel. And today I thought it would be fun to just go through making one of these 3-tiered succulent cakes. I get a lot of comments on this because it is kind of dramatic. I love using it as a centerpiece for a table in the summertime. And so I thought, let's make one together for Power to the Flower. What you're going to need is one tiered thingy-mabobby, and I got this from Hobby Lobby. It says 2-tier tray, and it was half off, so it was about $16. We're going to drill some holes in there, so let's go ahead and start that off. I have a bunch of bits here that are for metal as well as wood, so that makes it really easy to get those holes in quickly. All right, so I'm going to use a 3/16 bit. No, I'm just basing it on how big I want the hole. So I'm going to put it into my drill and tighten it down tight as I can go. Then I'm gonna push the button to see what happens. Make sure it doesn't come out. Nope, it's good. Now, for those of you who've seen my other videos, you've seen me do this and then make a hole in my table because it just goes straight through and it's hard to control. So it's best to do it over something that can get holes in. Come on. All right, so we have a much safer place to do this. And I'm gonna put 2 up here and 2 down here. I'm going through very quickly. Hold on. Okay, so actually I'm going to take it apart. So I'm going to remove this. This will be much faster. Actually, there we go. See what happened there? So fast. Okay, let's do another one. Okay. Okay, here we go. You know what, I might just put 4 in. All right, so now we have 4 little holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to screw this back in. Okay, so the other bits I have are some moss, and then I thought I would use a simple structure. I have this yellow sedum, which is called Ogon, and it has this amazing yellow color. And then I have 2 Echeveria'Ruby pink frills. And then I have 1 Ruby Slippers Echeveria, which I love for its little fuzz. And I thought we're gonna make it into a simple cake. And then if you need to kind of hold it in the sides, that's where we could use the moss if we need. But let's just see how we go without the moss. Then I also have a bucket for dirt. All right, let's get started. It's just soil. There's no roots in it because sedum doesn't root very deeply. So I think I can just take all that off and boom. The Echeveria, I'm also taking some of the soil away from the edge, and wherever the front's gonna be is where I'm gonna put this. So I'm thinking right where this heart is where I want the front. And I thought it would be like this kind of. And then we're gonna tuck some of the ruby slippers in the sides. What do you think? Now we have all the succulents in their spots and they're at the right height. They're just where I want them. So now to keep them exactly where they are and also give their roots some soil to work with and thrive on, I'm going to tuck them all into bed. Once we have them all tucked in and they're not going anywhere, then we can add some cuttings from the Echeveria'Ruby slippers onto that soil that we've just tucked all around. Okay, so it's all tucked in. So this next part is so simple. I'm just going to take cuttings from the Echeveria'Ruby slippers and lay them on top of the soil inside of the tray. So succulents root in to whatever soil they have around them, or they would root into the moss actually. So that's why we can just lay these on the side. How's that? And then they'll do their thing. So there's a little blank spot back here, and actually this is going to be up against a wall, so it doesn't matter so much. In the perfect world, I would have had an extra sedum and I would have filled in the blank spot with that, but instead I have some extra Echeveria, so I will just fill in the blank spot with these extra cuttings. So here we have our final results. So we ended up using 6 yellow sedums, 2 Echeverias, and then 1 of the 1 gallon ruby slippers, and then we used cuttings from that. I think it looks great. It's a nice pop against this white backdrop, and if you look at this planter down here, it brings out the yellow of this yellow ivy. So that's kind of what I was going for. Anyways, I hope this was fun and an easy project for you to go ahead and give a try to. I get a lot of comments about these tiered succulent cakes, and I would love to see yours. You can tag me on Instagram at Power to the Flower, or use the hashtag sharing the flower power. Guys, thank you so much for following me here on Power to the Flower. I post videos every Tuesday, or you can find me on Instagram or Facebook during the week. See you in the next one.